everyone, welcome to The Lost Resort with me, TOKiMONSTA. This show streams live every Thursday on Twitch. I want to introduce my guest this week. It'll be Baauer and Holly. Baauer is a Brooklyn-based hip-hop and dance producer, DJ, who's been making music ever since he was 13. He has now since gone to play at nearly every festival in the country, possibly around the world, and has won 2 AMAs. Holly is a Portuguese DJ and producer known for his unique style of mixing hip-hop as well as electronic music. And he's been making waves in the music scene and has just recently released his highly anticipated mixtape, Dark Skies and Holy Grail. So I'd like to have them on. Yay!
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
What up, you guys? So
How's it going?
so both of you, so Harry, Baauer, and now Bao. Holly.
Yeah.
Okay. No, maybe I won't do that because people probably just start like exiting the show immediately. So where are you guys both tuning in from today?
I'm in my hometown in Portugal, in my attic, basically. Yeah, in my parents' house. So yeah.
Sick.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, my hometown.
And
Nice.
still there? Never left?
Never left. I'm staying here.
You're just the one that they're gonna have to like drag out,
They're gonna drag me out.
drag you out of Brooklyn. I don't know. I know a few people I never thought would leave New York, and they're all here now. So
Yeah. And honestly, I've considered leaving a lot.
But you have lived in other places, right? You never been always in New York.
Yeah. I live in other places, but this is home now for sure. You know.
Mm.
you're also born and raised there, right? So you're born there.
No,
No.
not born or raised. I can't claim that.
All right.
But
Okay.
born in Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and then moved around a bunch. But here,
Word.
I've been here like the last 12, 13 years, so it's definitely home now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a while.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear me echoing? Is that a thing that's happening?
I'm
No,
good.
Can you,
Yeah.
Can you hear me echoing?
You sound fine.
Okay, good.
But
Yeah,
I
you
feel
guys
like-
sound perfect.
Okay, as long as no one hears it, because I can hear myself echoing, and this show is like, it's a small team. We we do the best we can out here, but
You
it's not
gotta have
perfect.
Technical difficulties.
It's not a show if something doesn't go wrong, right?
Yeah.
But with the both of you, how have you guys been handling COVID, pandemic? Obviously, Holly, you're in Portugal now, so how has it been over there? I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah. So, okay. So basically, like first, I was in America in March, and then I come back here to Portugal because things were just getting really crazy, especially for people that weren't from the States, because I think they were gonna like cancel the flights from Europe to America. So I was like really worried I was gonna get stuck in America. So I just came back to Portugal, and for me, like I haven't been here in such a long time, so it's been really cool just to be with my family and just just be here in my hometown. So it kind of whoa, I'm like hearing myself echo somewhere, so it's kind of feels weird. But yeah, all good. But yeah, so for me, it's really sad what's going on in the world. But personally, it's been a time where I just been getting closer to my family, which been really nice. But yeah, but in Portugal, we got right now like 40,000 cases a day, so it's getting a little bit worse. But but I hope we can get in a better place soon. Yeah, it's just like people are still trying to figure out here if they should use masks, and there's like some people going to like just protesting against using the mask, which is really weird, So if we are not in the same boat, then it's going to be really complicated to get in a good place.
Yeah, that
Damn,
seems
so
to be
it's
pretty
not
universal.
just us. It's not just the U.S. protesting against the mask, huh? They're doing that in Portugal too.
Yeah, bro, but it's crazy. Like in Lisbon, there was like so many people just like, oh, we have the right to not use a mask, and you guys shouldn't say what we should do. It's against our rights. But it's like, bro, you're gonna save your life and the life of someone else if you do it. Like it's not about having rights. It's just like, man, you're gonna have a better life if you use it. It just
like help out.
yeah. But it's like the problem is like we are still having that issue, and we are already like so I don't know. We've been in the pandemic for like 7 months basically, and people are still arguing about that. It's just I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how that sentiment is kind of across borders, because I've seen videos of people in Korea, like this old man just fucking socking people on the subway because someone had asked him to put his mask on. And in Korea, it's a
Jesus.
mask culture anyways, right? So they're pretty used to wearing it. Their
Yeah.
cases are so low that they can go out, they can go clubbing, like all that shit. But
Yeah.
this one like older, he might have been drunk, but like this older dude was just like bashing and like, yeah, he was full on like stalking people in the face. And I mean,
Damn.
he was definitely the minority too. Everyone's like, what's your problem, dude?
Okay. 'Cause,
And then
like,
all those like airplane cases where people are just like, what was it? There is an article I read where a lady was flying from maybe like Scotland to Ireland or something like that, and she didn't want to wear the mask, and then she started spitting on people, and she
Whoa.
started saying everyone's gonna die anyways, which is not untrue, but you can't say that on an airplane, you know. It's just so wild.
That's not
Yeah, it's really weird.
People are just so intense. I know New York had it pretty bad, and I feel like they kind of hunkered down a bit. How's it like over there now?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think cases are going, like a lot of places, cases are going back up right now, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks, but it's been cool for the most. Yeah, it was of course scary at first, but it's been feeling okay, but yeah, now it's like okay, now things are starting to go up a bit, which is
Kind
a
of
little
weird.
unsettling, weird, but whatever,
Yeah.
just got to take
We
it
got to
as it
do, if we could just like do some things that are less about us as the individual, more about like helping everyone, then
Yeah.
I mean,
and like New York feels like better than it looks like other places are for that. It's like people seem to be pretty good, like have an idea that like everyone's in this together, I can sort of feel it. But of course there's still people who are stupid
Yeah, yeah.
and whatever, not wearing the mask, whatever.
yeah. I mean, just hoping that, all this will resolve by next year at some point, because I miss a good rave, I've been saying that this entire show. Like, when's
Yeah.
the next time you're going to put me in the club,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the idea of socializing. So I'm trying to stay as optimistic as possible. And, I put a lot of good energy out there that we'll get
Yeah,
past
yeah.
this at some point, and then Holly
Yeah.
will be back here, and then we can hang out and
Yeah,
all these great things.
I saw it, for example, like in New Zealand and Taiwan, and I think in South Korea they're already like doing shows, so that like really gives me hope that we can go back to normal soon, But at the same time, it feels like this virus is very political, It's like the way you do good on the virus really depends of like who's running the government in your country,
I know.
And for example, like New Zealand and I don't know about like Taiwan and like other countries, but New Zealand seems that they have like such a good government and people really respect the people that are running the country, that, if they are on the same level, then just going to be easier to like go back to normal. And yeah, I saw that like our experience as like a tour in New Zealand. I was like, whoa, man, like that's crazy, that
I
you guys are
know.
already like doing shows and yeah. But I don't know.
Nice, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyone in New Zealand, if you want to get married, I'm looking for a green card. I don't know what you call it over there. What would you call a green card over there? Like
I don't know. Yeah, what's
Lord of the
name
Rings
for
card?
New Zealand card. Yeah, Lord of the Rings card. And that's one of the best cards to have. I want a Lord of the Rings card for sure.
Yeah, I
Lord of the
know.
I
Rings.
want to
Yeah.
live in New Zealand, man. Actually, yeah, I have a friend who's I think actually, he's in a relationship with someone from New Zealand, and he might get that Lord of the Rings card. Shout out to Noah.
Yeah.
Nice,
I wish,
nice.
The Shire Pass. Someone says in the chat says.
yes,
That's
it
very
is,
good.
that is the one true ring, is the ring that you can get if you
The
can.
one ring. The one ring.
If you can get into New Zealand, that is the ring, basically.
Absolutely.
Oh, I just saw now that we have the option to see the comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I clicked late onto the comments, so now I might be distracted by the comments.
Yeah, I was in the private chat too much.
Me too. I was in the private chat. I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
the private chat is not
lit.
popping,
Yeah.
you guys.
I was like, it's not popping, but then I went to
Yeah.
the comments and now we're going, baby.
it's popping.
But now it's too much information.
Now I'm
so-
distracted. Now I'm distracted.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the private chat. Yeah.
How about this? Why don't we start with the first song? I'm going to play a track. This first song Holly picked, so it's Glue by Bicep. I'm curious why you picked this track.
Oh, because
good
I just really like it.
You
Yeah.
just really like it.
Yeah.
Come on, the man's got to win.
Yeah, and I've been listening to it a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yo.
great. It's interesting because like, Bicep's been around for such a long time, and the music he's made has always been like, I always remember it's being like really, I don't know if deep. It has like a very like strong like low end, but this song is interesting because it really plays tribute to '90s rave. So it has like that kind of like post Moby, but I wouldn't want to like attribute it to that, but it reminds me of that energy. Wouldn't want to say any artist sounds like anyone else, but it just brings me back to an era where I was like a child and couldn't go raving, but it sounds like it now. So let's play this track, Glue by Bicep. I think it's the breaks.
I like the break.
And I love the synth. Yeah.
I love a good break. Let's see.
We love the intro.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat.
Reach out to the chat right now.
Shout out to the chat.
You never hear the accordion these days.
Bring back the accordion.
It's so funny because like this is that what it sounds like? It sounds like an accordion.
Yeah, I didn't think.
It's like it's like a synth that's like arpeggiating, right?
I didn't think accordion when I heard it.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a vocal at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like
structure of this beat so far.
someone should put an accordion into a song, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Weird Al.
Yeah. Or there's that one MF Doom track. You guys remember accordion? Yeah, and Daedalus did the accordion for that. I don't know if you guys know that, but
Really?
what do you call someone who plays an accordion? Accordionist?
Yeah, that sounds right.
That sounds right? I think so.
Accordion player.
Accordion player. Well, Daedalus is a very accomplished accordionist player.
Instrumental.
Cameos says that it's going on their rainy day shroom playlist. It's a good one.
That's a good playlist.
Share that playlist with the chat.
That's a Ghost Sniper. That's a cool name.
Ghost Sniper, the song is called Glue by Bicep, and it's going on the bottom of the chat.
It'd be like TOKi.
Is that 3D glasses?
So, what a great song!
Great
This
pick,
song
Holly.
actually came out in 2017, so it's. I don't know if that's considered old anymore. I don't know this like how to gauge time. Period. Like, is 3 years a long time ago, or?
I don't think so. When it's a good song, I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
like
so
a
either.
Child, 3 years is a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so crazy. So I went. I got to see some of my nephews, and I saw the last time I saw my nephews. Okay, so one's 13 and one's 15, and I saw him a year ago. So a year ago, he hadn't gone through puberty yet, and he was still short, and now he's all like tall and skinny, and his voice got low, and it's so weird because it's only been a year. It kind of freaks me out. Like, who are you? What have you
Yeah.
done with my cute little nephew? Now you're just like playing. Now you're just like playing Fortnite, you know, like for like
Damn.
18 hours a day.
Yeah, what are they into? Like, what are they fucking with right now? I'm curious.
So I'm not really. I mean, my nephews are not
I
like
think-
TikTok kids.
Yeah,
They're like,
but I think about that a lot of times, like because sometimes I think like, oh, when I was 16 or 17, these were the things that I really enjoyed to do or to listen to, and sometimes I wonder like what kids these days really enjoy, you know? But yeah,
Yeah,
TikTok.
what do they?
That's all I'll
yeah,
say.
TikTok.
yeah, but like, is everyone on TikTok? I don't know
Right.
because
Is that just like what old people say because they think that's true?
yeah, you have to say. You have to say it all fucked up. You have to be. Oh, are you on the TikTok? You have to say it
Yeah,
wrong.
are you on the TikToks?
You on that? You on that TikTok though? You know, that's gonna really cement you in that. I mean, it's funny too because like all on TikTok, they're just like they have all these memes like shitting on millennials, and I'm like, damn, like is it like that old now? What? They said like to go home and cry with your Harry Potter books. That's like something that they would say. So Harry,
Oh my
so
God.
what?
It's just my father. Like he's kind of drunk and like he's getting here. I don't know if you can see him.
Hey,
Wait,
shout out Holly's dad.
Hey,
can you see him?
how do you say
Wait,
good
wait.
evening?
Follow.
Obrigado. I can see. I can only see his pants.
I know at first that was kind of weird, right? I was like,
Só consegue ver os calços. Diz olá. Hello.
hello,
Oh.
hi. Everyone in the chat, say hello to Holly's
It's
dad.
Holly's
He
dad.
had like some red wine on the dinner, so he's kind of like, you know.
He's going off right
Obrigado.
now. Obrigado.
Less.
Okay, every good with you.
Does he know his dad makes? I mean, his son makes absolute slappers.
I know.
Tell him his son.
Sir,
makes
do you know your son
bangers.
makes bangers?
Sir, are you aware of the fact that your son makes slappers on a daily basis?
Good night for you. Okay. Bye.
Buena notte. Damn, he's
Boa noite.
buena notte. Sorry.
Falas português muito bem.
And
Tudo bem.
today's lesson in Portuguese.
Tudo bem.
Shout out to my father for the special.
Okay, your dad.
That was a really great cameo. We should
Yeah,
that
have
was a
we should
great
have your dad on
cameo.
every show.
Let me put the headphones again.
That's pretty great.
I feel like I understand a little more about Holly now.
Say again.
I get now. I know a little bit what makes you the way you are. You know.
Yeah.
It's the red wine of my father. Yeah.
Wait.
Desculpa. Okay.
Wait, Harry, you're also part Portuguese, right?
That's right.
Portuguese.
I wish I spoke Portuguese, but I don't. But yeah,
He's-
my dad is
We're
Portuguese.
getting there.
My dad is like Portuguese, so I'm half Portuguese.
Sick. You
Yeah.
speak Brooklynese.
I'm Brooklyn. But yeah, my brother speaks Portuguese,
Oh,
Very
sick.
well.
Oh.
and I'm Portuguese citizen.
Oh. Someone has somewhere to go if shit hits the fan.
Yeah,
Bro,
well,
I'm out of here.
it's a long story, but I have to. My passport is expiring, so I gotta take care of that.
Oh.
That's for another time.
Oh dear.
You don't have
hits-
a Portuguese passport, just American.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, yeah.
Oh dear. Let's talk about your album because I listened to it and that lots of slappers on there. It's so good. So, Planet Mad. It came out in June, and I was wondering if like you named it pre-corona or like post. So it was always called that.
I got this question a lot, but it's pre. I had
Okay.
no idea that the planet would get very, very
Mad.
mad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and that way, then it's very like prophetic. You like predicted you're the next. Oh shit, what's the guy's name that like?
Nosferatu? Or wait.
No, Nosferatu is the
He's a vampire.
He's a vampire. No,
Okay.
Nostradamus.
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 Those are close.
Yeah, you know what? We should just say. You know what? Maybe it is Nosferatu. A vampire. Just kind of
It's
predicting.
Flostradamus.
Floss. It's
I think it's
that. All the things.
yeah, me too. He predicted it.
But Yeah, it's an incredible album. You know, it's a weird time to release music, and a lot of musicians have different takes on it, and it's kind of evolved over the course of the show, because the show is on its 33rd week, so it started I
Wow.
think in March, and this show kind of was birthed out of the whole pandemic thing. That's why it's called The Lost Resort. I'm like, where's the logo? It's right there. And it's interesting how people were impacted, because in the beginning of this program, people were super scared to release music. They're like, you know, if I make club music, how will I tour
Yeah.
it? How will people hear it? And then towards the end, now more recently, people are like, well, you know, they got to do something. People should just hear the tracks. So I'm wondering for you how you felt releasing the album in June.
Yeah, like not great because it was supposed to be like full of bangers to play live at the rave, you know? That was the whole idea. I was like, oh, let me make an album with bangers on it so I can play the bangers and have a great fun time. And Holly came in and made the bangers even more bangers,
Thanks, bro.
More bangery.
even more bangery, and then yeah, released it into the world of no shows and no nothing. So, you know, not great, but whatever. You know, it is what it
Bro,
is.
but you're gonna still be able to play those bangers when everything comes back to normal again. Because
Yeah,
I think that's the thing. When it's good music, it's good music. So people are always gonna want to hear it anyway, you know? And yeah, and I feel like the sound that you achieve with your album is like, even if you just play it in like 2 years, it's still gonna sound fresh and new, you know? So I don't think it's a problem, you know?
thank you, Holly.
Not a problem. Yeah, but that's just like how I see it. Because like if you make music for the waves, then it's like, oh, this is gonna be old in like 6 months, you know? But
Right.
bro, your stuff is like so futuristic that it's okay if you just play
Thanks,
in a
bro.
couple years, you know?
It's
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
You're just like this is just pre-celebration, you know, it'll kick in. But yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's hard to, did you already plan to have this album come out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like actually, it was supposed to come out like I even pushed it because it was during like the whole George Floyd protests.
That's
Like
right.
it
Yeah.
was in like the height of that, so I was like, no, like this is not the time to put out an album. So I pushed it back a couple more months, and yeah, then it came out like June.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Always something, right? Because like I know I mean, I guess both of you guys, you know, because Holly, you just released your mixtape. I had my album come out in March, basically smack dab in the beginning of it, and there's no way for me to push it because this coronavirus thing kind of hit so fast, and I was already doing all the lead up into it. So, you know, there's a little bit of disappointment for me too, because then all your tours are canceled and all these things, and you're
Right.
like, what are you gonna do? But then I think it's good that you put it out, because, you know, at least for the ones that are looking forward to, I thought it was a really nice thing to listen to, and everyone has so much time now. Like,
Yeah, you got time.
we got
That-
time.
That everyone definitely has.
And especially because you created that crazy alien rave like movie video thing. It was 40 minutes long, so I don't know if you want to call it a short film, like a
Yeah.
mini turn up, like digital turn up, or
That's great. Mini digital turn up.
yeah. It's pretty wild. So it's pretty fun to watch it, you know. And that too, because, you know, you created a very strong visual along with your album, and yeah, the actual Planet Mad movie that you made was also insane, and I love, you know, Eric Weinheim. He's just an insane person, so
Yeah,
it's cool
right.
to see it manifest itself in that way. I'm wondering how that came together. Like, how did you like write it?
I
film
always
it?
had the idea of like making a world for it. I was definitely inspired by like Porter Robinson worlds. Like he did such a cool thing by creating a whole world with his music, you know, and I really wanted to do something similar. So I always had that plan. But I didn't know how I was going to do it, like in what form it would take, you know? And so just bit by bit by bit, I linked up with the actual objects who made the whole thing. So I linked up with them, and yeah, just like it was kind of a long process, but I definitely knew the whole time that I wanted to build a world with the album. You know.
That's super. That's super sick. This idea now, even as like producers or musicians, we have the ability to create something that's more. It's a buzzword, but immersive. That whole thing.
Yeah.
But it's cool. You're not just listening to the music. You're listening to the music. You're watching the visuals. You're going to the show, and you're physically experiencing something. And I imagine you probably had something cool set up for performing as well.
Yes. Oh my God, I had such cool ideas.
Oh no, the FOMO. I had that too. I was like, I want to do all this stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we're not renting any of the gear or taking a bus out or doing anything. It's
Stinks. But again, we'll be out there. We'll get out there soon.
100%. I actually want to bring us to the food portion of our show before anyone's food gets cold. Mostly mine, because mine's getting cold. For anyone who's watching this program, basically, with each show, we have a food segment where we use this time to support our local small businesses by ordering takeout, ordering food, so on and so forth. Sometimes artists have come on this program and told us that they don't live near any kind of food that they can order. So they've been using this time to cook for themselves, get healthy, and all that good stuff. I have not been doing that. I've been actually probably getting less salty. I don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle, but I want to know what did you get, Harry?
I got. Okay, this is weird. This is usually a breakfast thing, okay? But I had to get it for this to show you because it's like my favorite thing, okay?
Okay.
So it's like 6:30, so it's a little bit of a weird time to be eating this. But
I'm really curious what it is now.
I got a bagel.
So New York.
It's yeah. I gotta represent New York. Smoked salmon bagel sandwich.
Nice.
Okay. Let me give you the
Oh,
cross-section,
fuego. Look at how much salmon is up in that.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you like
Shout
some
out-
bagel with your salmon?
Shout out
Sorry.
to Frankel's Deli right near me. There's like a picture of A-Track in there, so you know they're cool. And yeah, like, again, weird dinner, but this is, for me, my favorite thing to eat here.
Yeah.
Nice,
Isn't-
nice.
Breakfast for dinner is never a bad
It's
idea.
breakfast for dinner. It's breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, that's okay. I think it's good. That's so funny that they have a picture of A-Track. That's like the most like Brooklyn thing to do. Just like walk in and you're like, oh.
Yeah. And it's like
It-
signed. It's like, love you guys, A-Track. And like, this is
But they have from other people, or it's just him?
Yeah, no, they got other people too. Like,
Okay. That would be more weird if it was just A-Track.
honestly, I feel like Steve Aoki's up there.
Nice. Bro,
Is
so
this
why
just
you
like the
not there?
EDM bagel shop or what?
Dude, I gotta get, if my life goal is to be, if I'm up on that wall, I'm done. I can retire.
Okay, we gotta make sure we get you up on there.
No, we gotta
You
make
know
sure
you made
don't
it.
get there.
You know,
Yeah,
you
I
made
don't
it.
want you there because I don't want you to retire. So I'll do whatever is possible. No, but that's cool.
It's not. Well, I mean, it's not like A-Track has retired or Steve Aoki. It's like
No.
It's like a star. It's like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but the bagel EDM Wall of Fame.
Bagel version.
The Bagel EDM Wall of Fame. All right, and actually, to complete the meal, I'm washing it down with Dr. Brown's Celery soda.
Oh,
Nice.
what's
Okay.
that? Is that celery like celery?
Celery. It's celery soda.
Is that good?
Ew.
It's good. It's
Is
good.
it good? Is it good?
It's good. I know. At first, you're like, huh?
Yeah.
Trust me. You take a
Low-key
little sip of
fire.
this, you're saying delicious. I love it.
Huh. I would try it. I just have a weird aversion to celery, but I would try that.
You
Does
don't
it
like
taste
not
like
a celery fan?
I mean, celery is a vehicle for other things like ranch or peanut butter, but it's not
Peanut
like
butter.
a thing I like to eat.
What about
on
with
its
some
own.
peanut butter? You down for that?
Yeah, I fuck with it like that,
That's
but there's
one of my
much
favorites.
more peanut butter than it's gonna be celery if I eat the thing.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. That's true.
It's gonna be like this much celery and like this much
And a huge
peanut
thing of
butter.
sugar. Yeah.
Yeah. Holly,
Nice.
what'd you get?
So right now it's like 10:30 here, so I already had dinner, so I just got a snack, and I got these like sweet potato Portuguese snacks that are like really good. I don't know
Can
if
you hold
can
it
see
closer? What is that?
Oh, okay. You see it?
Cool.
Good.
Yeah, and then I also got this other one. Yeah.
Is it like a cookie or?
Yeah. These are like cookies. It's basically made with sweet potato and then just yeah, just nuts, and yeah, that's basically it. And it's really good. Yeah, shout out to Forno do Beco. That is the place where my mom got these before she came home. So yeah, these are really
Nice.
good.
That looks good. Next
Yeah.
time I'm there, I'm gonna go and get it. What's the really
No,
if you ever
pastel
go
de nata.
yeah, those
Yeah,
like
yeah,
egg
That's
yeah.
tarts are
picking up
so
too.
fire. If you guys
Yeah.
ever go to Portugal, you have to get them. I can eat I mean, I'll eat like 3 of them and I'll feel really sick, but you shouldn't eat that many of them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
they're so
always
Really
want
good.
more too. I always like eat one, and I'm like, I
I think
low-key
2 is the
want, like,
perfect.
4 more.
Yeah, 2 is great because it's not that much, and you already, you have some space for something else.
yeah.
But
2
yeah,
is good. The three was a little too much, I think, the day that I
yeah.
did it.
But
But
yeah,
you
so
also
it
get like a
depends.
little espresso and then you like have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
little tart and then the
and you can put the
espresso and
cinnamon as well. Yeah,
yeah.
but the
Beautiful.
thing is, like some places you can get those, but they are really fatty. So it's cool, like if you go to the right places in Lisbon, so you can get with better quality.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just anyone like if you ever go to Lisbon and you want these egg tarts that are fired, just hit up Holly
yeah,
and he'll tell you where to go.
Yeah, hit up
yeah.
for all your questions.
Inside. Okay. So I got Thai food from a place called Sticky Rice and it is a local LA spot.
Oh, is that in Echo Park?
Yes.
Yes, that place is good.
Fuego. Yeah. So I got because I always get a lot of food anyways. I get so much that I can't put them on the table, so I have to like portion
You
them
always
out for
show
myself.
everyone else up on the show, huh? I watched a couple of these before too. They get like a burger, and you're like, oh yeah. So anyway, I got this course meal.
I mean, sometimes I've gone low key and it's got like an acai bowl because I'm like, you know what, I can't eat like this every week.
Right.
The most impressive thing I think I've had on the show were these like Korean corn dogs that were like covered in French fries. One was
Whoa.
covered in French fries, and then one was like covered in something else. But they're all of them dipped in sugar. It's like,
Damn.
but it's not a dessert. That was like the craziest thing. My mouth was all raw inside from crunching down on them, but it was good.
Jeez, that sounds crazy.
So, for me to show everyone up, then just kidding. I got right here. So these are sorry, I have cat hair on my food. So chicken satay. This is pad see ew with fried tofu. I got some just sautéed vegetables, and then I got red curry
Whoa.
and some pork, and it has these cool little. I don't know what this vegetable is. Someone in the chat can tell me. It looks like a tomato, or I don't know. Someone tell me what this is. It's green. It looks like a tomatillo, but it's Thai, so I imagine it's something else.
Oh yeah, it's like Thai eggplant.
Oh, is that what it is? That sounds right.
That's a guess, but
Yeah, that makes
It's-
sense.
also
Yeah.
that looks so good. That's making me mad hungry right now.
I can mail it to you, and it'll get to you
Yeah,
maybe
can you mail it to me?
after the election. And then I got the mango sticky rice because I love this.
Nice, nice, nice. Damn.
So,
And you can have all that. You can have all that food in a meal. That would be too much for me.
Not necessarily, but I try. I usually don't eat before the show, and I get really hungry, and so just I
Yeah.
eat. But I think my cat was hanging around it because there's a lot of cat hair on my food right now. Anyways, let's play the next song. So this is a great band. I'm a huge fan. So Boards of Canada, and this is Harry. This is your pick, and
Yeah.
I'm wondering why you picked it.
I wanted to pick something that something that I like grew up on that was a huge inspiration and something I like has a lot of sentimental value, you know? And yeah, there's not much reason in particular, just this one came up as like something I wanted to like say that, like this is something that I really loved growing up and like yeah.
And how did you find this song?
This like a friend showed it to me. Shout out Matt Lang.
Yeah.
Just a buddy showed me this, and then yeah, and after that I was like, whoa, got into them so heavy, and like yeah, of course they're the best.
Yeah, Boards of Canada has a very strong following. This song actually came out in 1996 on the album Bach Maxima. It's a tune. This is a song that I think I got into Boards of Canada after, like not when they had come out, but maybe like years after. I was like, what's this cool band?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's It's so cool. So let's play this now, and then we can start eating some of our food, and then we'll get to talking and hanging some more. Shout out to the chat. If you guys have questions or comments, we see them, and we'll try to answer them.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout chat. I love their synths too. It's like buzzy, warm.
So simple, but so good.
Yeah, that's a good way. It's not complicated. Their music is super not complicated. It's a vibe. Okay, confirmed. It's an eggplant. Chat confirmed it.
Chat in the chat. All right, you can eat. I'm gonna look gross eating this.
No, nothing
No.
looks gross. Cheers. Does that soda actually taste like celery?
Yeah, it's like, it's light. Hey, let me tell you. It's light, you know.
Okay. If I ever see it, I'm gonna try it.
But I do want to say for the record, the best pairing for a bagel.
What was that?
Sorry to interrupt. The ultimate flavor combo is this smoked salmon bagel with coffee. It's the most beautiful flavor combo in the world.
Ooh.
But since it's late, I gotta drink the celery syrup.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that.
This is a good song to beat. I could see this like playing in a nice restaurant.
I think I walked into Combi. I don't know if you guys have heard of that spot, but super cool
I
spot.
don't know.
Like,
Fire.
okay, so you know Combi. So they do the katsu sandos, like those pork cutlet sandwiches and like the egg salad sandwich. And the last time I was in there, they were playing Boards of Canada. And I was like,
Nice.
ding, ding, ding. That was, pre-coronavirus, so I could like sit in there. But
Yeah.
if you guys haven't tried it, it's really good. I also heard their like croissants and stuff. They do breakfast pastries, and it's supposed to be really good too.
It just feels really good when you go somewhere else and they just have really good music. It just makes you love more the place where you are. Like I remember I went to Cuba one time and I was in this hotel and they were playing like Aphex Twin and I was like, whoa, like
Damn.
yeah. So random.
Tight.
Yeah.
Also, you went to Cuba? I want to go to Cuba. Can we still
Yeah,
can we
yeah.
go there? They let us,
I-
and then I don't know if they do. Oh, you can go to Cuba, but I,
I
don't
can
know
go.
if we can.
Yeah. But I went with an American friend and so I think it was okay. And it was like last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember like I was doing a bus tour and for like a month, then we finished in Florida and I was just kind of needing a break from American culture. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to go to Cuba since I'm in Florida. And yeah, it was really simple.
The way Holly travels is like amazing, and I wish I did that more.
Bro, like if
He's
you
the
are,
most amazing. Like he's just like live life. Like he's
Bro.
he's going to Cuba just because he like just to go.
yeah, but like it's not that hard. Like the flight ticket was like $100, from Miami or something.
Dude,
and I was like,
Holly,
whoa,
you're
if
the
I'm going to
best-
be,
You're the best traveler,
Thanks,
man.
bro.
I want to go on a
Thanks, bro.
trip with you.
Yeah,
Bro,
you're a
it's
good
good.
go-getter.
He's like what is it, like spur of the moment, or like that's good.
that's good, bro. I'm down.
I like that.
YOLO.
When we are able to
Really?
travel again, we can do a trip together.
Let's go, man. Let's go. on
Where
a
do you?
good
Okay,
trip.
where are you guys gonna go though?
Yeah. Where do you want to go? We can go to Cuba
Let's
again.
go somewhere crazy. Cuba would be tight. I'm thinking let's hit
North
Asia.
Korea.
Let's hit North Korea.
Damn.
Let's go work with some artists out there in North Korea. Let's hit the studio.
Is there? Yeah.
Hit the
Do you
stew out
guys,
there?
do you guys know any artists from North Korea?
I don't
don't
think
think
they're
so.
allowed to have art.
Yeah.
That's not about
like,
their
could
whatever
be
their
some-
great leader.
Yeah, could be someone that escaped North Korea and then he became a musician or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's interesting.
It's hard
'cause,
to
like,
escape though.
South Korea is such a
Yeah.
music like engine, like putting out so much music.
Yeah.
It's
But
wild.
then North Korea, no one. Yeah, there's no like North Korean BTS.
I mean,
I've seen some K-pop groups that went to North Korea to do shows, but well, they are like South Korean.
Oh, really? Okay. They're doing
Yeah.
shows?
you can get in a
Uh,
lot of trouble getting caught with South Korean or Western music, cultural stuff up there. Like if they see you
Yeah.
with like, I don't know, a Justin Timberlake like CD, you might get put in jail for the rest of your life, potentially.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty wild out there, but they do have active tourism, though they actually just shut down their borders because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that you can get a visa and any person can travel to North Korea, but
Could you go? Because I heard that South Koreans, like some South Koreans, can't go to North Korea. So
well, I'm an American citizen, so maybe, but they don't
Okay,
really
yeah.
like America either, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
There was like a whole thing where these two female reporters were detained in North Korea, and it took like Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton to get them out. It was like a big thing a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was it for Vice? It might something like that, but yeah, they got into a lot of
Yeah.
trouble and stuff. So I don't know
Okay.
if you're a brave person out there, if you're in the chat or watching, you can go someday to North Korea.
Yeah. Okay, so probably we might not go to North Korea. We can choose.
No, but yeah, let's
Yeah.
go like.
I don't know. I would like to go to like Egypt or
Wow.
That would
don't
be
know,
sick for
like-
samples.
yeah, like a crazy country that has a cool like music culture. You know.
Egypt would be dope. You know what? I've never been anywhere in Africa. I would love to go.
Yeah.
Have you been to anywhere in Africa, Holly?
That's
I've been to South Africa one time.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn,
It
you
was-
really do travel.
It was really nice. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
This was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Basically,
want to join your trip too now.
yeah, I had a friend of mine from South Africa, and yeah, he basically was like, "Yo, you can just come here and we just do a couple of shows together, and that's it." And I was like, "Yeah, like let's do it." So I went there for like 10 days, and
Dude, see, Holly has
Very-
a million stories like this. He's got a million stories.
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
someone hit
actually-
me up in the DM, said come out to fucking Antarctica, and I just went.
no, but that one. He was a good friend of mine, and we were talking and making music a lot through internet. But I think the most random one was probably like one time I went to Myanmar, and he was like that,
Whoa.
like yeah,
Dude.
like this promoter just hit me up like, "Yo, do you want to just come here to Myanmar and just do a show?" And 2 shows actually, yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, sounds good." So
That's
he
so
just
tight.
yeah, he sent me the flights, and bro, and I went there, and it was amazing. You know, it
That
was
sounds
really
fun. I would like to hit that actually.
was really mind blow. Yeah, like
on our trip.
just the whole culture, and you know, it's just really weird because it's sad because sometimes you go to certain countries and you are enjoying it so much because you are traveling and you are embracing a new culture, but then you just see some people that are going some really hard times there, you know, because they don't have like the best life conditions, and yeah, so then it's like I feel sad for going to a place like that, but at the same time I'm kind of feeling good with myself because I'm traveling, but I shouldn't be, you know, it's just a weird combination. But with me in Myanmar, I felt like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, traveling is one of those things that's a luxury and a privilege we get to do. But
Yeah.
in the same way, we can go and experience these cultures and take that back with us and be able to remember that the world is not all like rainbows and gumdrops. You know, you go to these countries
Yeah.
and you know they're suffering and they have this kind of life that they live, or I mean maybe they're just, you know, in a bit more poverty, but they could be way happier than us also.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
lots of lessons that could be learned. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you should feel bad. I think it's more just
Yeah, I know.
take them all into lessons, and then we can move forward and do
Yeah.
something positive with the
But
world.
I mean, it's like, for example, I went to this place. So I went to, damn, what was the name of the cities? Okay, so you got the capital, and then you got Mandalay, which is like another city, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and I went to this like super tourist spot there, and yeah, you just see a lot of tourists, but then you see, for example, like a mother with a baby, and she's just like on the floor, like asking for money, and because she can't feed her baby. So yeah, those little things just make me kind of sad. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I really want to get on a level where I can just keep traveling like that and still be able to help those people in those countries. I think that would be the best. So yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah. Like
that.
I think that's kind of one of the dope things about music, is like being able to do your art and still make other people feel good.
That being said, Holly, I actually have a question for you. So,
Yeah.
you've been working with all these amazing Portuguese rappers on your new
Yeah.
mixtape, and
actually, yeah, we were working, but we didn't finish the song on time. But we can still talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you've even been called the Iberian Trap Lord, at this point, and it's a really epic nickname. But I'm wondering how you feel about that. You're doing your part in kind of putting Portugal back on a map. So on this like specific area, the specific map, I guess, but it's already on the map. But how do you feel just being a part of this Portuguese scene and allowing people to be seen in this kind of more Western audience?
Great question. That's one of those questions that I would think for like an hour before I get the right answer. But I think, yeah. So the thing is, like in Portugal, there's a lot of amazing music and there's a lot of amazing artists. But like since we are kind of not that big of a country, sometimes people don't really know like what's going on here. And me being able to like travel and like going to other places, I always try to show a little bit of my culture to other people. Like for example, I remember when I met Baauer the first time and I went to his house, he was like, "Oh, like show me some Portuguese rappers," and I was just like playing him some like Portuguese hip hop, and doing those things really makes me feel good because I'm sharing the art of my country and culture, and also from my friends. And that's like something I would like to do on a big level, like probably have my own festival in America and just like book Portuguese artists or just have here. I don't know. There's a lot that I could do, but sometimes it's kind of hard just to break the mentality of some artists here and like show them that you really can like take your art to another level outside of your country because there's like not that many people that have done an international career in Portugal, so a lot of people think like, oh, if I make music, I'm just going to be able to be in my country. And yeah.
How about this? Can you tell us maybe 3 Portuguese rappers or musicians that we should look up?
Yeah. So like one of them is called Soul J that I really like. He's a really good friend of mine and he's like an amazing artist. And then there's also this other guy called Prof Jam that I really like his music too.
Oh dear. Hold on.
What happened?
Cats. Sorry. This is also a part of the program.
Let's
Nice,
see that
man.
cat.
Okay. It just went on more of my food now. Sorry, please continue.
Okay. And and who else? And there's also this other guy called Julinho KSD. He raps in these really cool Afrobeat beats, and yeah, he's amazing. So I think those 3 would be cool, like Prof Jam, Soul J, and Julinho KSD.
Okay,
Did you
cool.
show me those guys when we were hanging? I think I recognize Slow J.
Yeah, and I think I show you Prof Jam too, but I don't think I show you Julinho. Yeah, right. I can.
Jam.
Yeah,
Show me.
yeah. I can send you that.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
to look it up.
But there's just so much good music here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, there's so much focus on like Brazilian music, for example. It has created so much, but then we also wonder like where we're used to just hearing Portuguese music from, I guess the Portuguese language from Brazilian music, but also very curious like what's going on in Portugal.
Yeah.
So that's cool. We're gonna go and look that up. Let's play one of your songs. This one's a good one. So I'm saying that because I helped you with it. But off your new album, you have your song "Safety" featuring Raw Raw, and I'm curious why you picked it. I mean, I guess like it made sense to pick it.
I wanted to pick one of my songs, especially from the mixtape, because I just released like less than a week ago, and I thought that would be a good song because we kind of made it together. So I think it would be a good timing to play the song.
Yeah, so this was a fun one for me too. So I helped Holly with this track, but I'm excited for everyone to hear it. I have so much cat hair everywhere now. Ugh. I'm wondering if I should still eat my food.
If this is the way that I'm supposed to be feeling, if this is the power, the light that they said, then I won't let this go, I'm not giving up. I feel good in my heart, in my head. It's safety.
Yeah, if you guys haven't yet, please go and check out this song, Safety by Holly featuring Rara with assistance by me, and it's on his brand new mixtape. So let's talk about how much music you make, Holly. I mean, it's like insane. Like, Harry, you agree, right? Like, Holly makes like an insane, his output is just insane. He's like, I made 20 beats today. I'm like, excuse me?
I've literally never seen anyone else like do what he does.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You made 600 tracks in 2017.
Yeah, actually, I think it was more. Like, because it's a spreadsheet on Reddit, but like if you go check it, it's actually like 800 or 900 because some of them are beat tapes. So he just put the name of the beat tape, but inside of the beat tape, there's like 10 or 15 songs. So yeah, it's actually, more than I thought as well. But I don't know. It's just like, I don't
flex.
Yeah. I just don't think about it. You know, it's, I don't know. Because like for me, I remember when I was like, probably like 5 years ago or 6 years ago when I started making beats, I checked like this Kanye West interview where he was saying something like, oh, if you want to be a good producer, you need to make 3 beats a day for 3 summers, whatever. And I was like, whoa, if this is the way, then I'm just going to like try it and just see what happens, you know? So I just started making like 3 beats a day, and then I just figured out I was really fast making beats. So I was just starting to get like 5 beats a day or 10 or sometimes like more than that. But I think it's it just comes really natural because I have like so many ideas in my head that I never get like a creative block, I think.
Yeah. And one thing I can say too is with that much output, you would think that there would be like repetition, you know, if you're making that much shit. But I'm always shocked at how different all of your ideas are, Holly. How much variety there is.
Likewise. I feel the same about you. And I think like you are that type of producer too. Like sometimes
Yeah,
I
but
see your
make,
Twitch,
I make like one beat a week. I make
bro.
one a month.
Sometimes I make
Yeah,
like 10
sometimes
beats.
one every 2 months.
Yeah, I'm one a year, and then I send it
Bro,
to
but
Holly
sometimes
to
you make
finish it.
like 10 beats on a stream, on a Twitch session, you know. So,
Yeah, true.
Oh,
so
someone
you,
actually.
yeah.
So Harry Baauer, someone actually asked you in the chat like when you're putting out a Twitch tape. I wasn't sure what they were
Yeah.
referring to.
Yeah, I got like Holly said, I've been making some beats on Twitch, and I'm going to release
Do a type.
the first little group, the first bundle of them soon. And
Just your beats?
just me.
Sorry. Yeah.
And there's a lot of samples and stuff like. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna put it out because there's a lot of like stuff to clear, but it's gonna be. I actually just asked Dom, my guy.
Yeah,
When the
Dom,
date
lucky
is.
me.
Lucky me, Dom. Shout out, Lucky me.
Oh,
But yeah.
shout out, lucky me.
Bro, I
But
really like
soon.
I really like
Soon.
that Big Sean song called Lucky Me. And sometimes like I listen to it and I just think about like Lucky Me the level. So
I love
yeah.
seeing stuff called Lucky Me. I always like every once in a while see like a book called Lucky Me, or you always
Yeah.
see it around. Like,
Yeah.
Do you
for
think
the-
go.
Oh, sorry. For those in the chat that are not familiar, Lucky Me is like this long-standing sort of like indie electronic label based out of Scotland.
yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Okay. Yeah. Or I mean, they were. I don't know. Everyone moves around now.
It's
but
like London now, like between London and Edinburgh, Scotland.
yeah. Wait, are they underneath? Are they under Warp now or
Yes.
something?
Yeah. Warp.
Warp. So
Yes.
yeah, and they've put out obviously Baauer music, Hudmo, Rusty, but like way more. Oh
Goats.
shoot.
Machine Drum too. Like,
Yeah,
Totally.
Machine.
thing.
And who's that? There's I can't remember the artist name, but then there's
S-Type is there too. I really like
S Type, yeah, S
Shout
Type.
out
I was like,
S-Type.
it's like car related, yeah. S Type stuff. That stuff has been really
Yeah, it is
really
like
cool.
a car.
Yeah.
Never thought about
Yeah,
that.
like
Can
when
you-
people used to have like a Civic, some kind of type on it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it sounds like type. Yeah.
Yeah, something. I
E-type
don't
or
know.
whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
Bro, I have a question.
I'm just
Like,
making things up now.
can you drop the tape on SoundCloud? Would that be possible? Or
Yeah, I think SoundCloud. Well,
like a
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
It could be a
Because-
leak, like you didn't mean to put it out.
One thing
I mean,
one thing I can definitely say is can't sell it. You know what I
no,
mean?
yeah,
That's one thing I know for sure. But yeah, SoundCloud has some like shit that might be like, yeah, I don't know. Bandcamp for sure. I'll find
Yeah.
a way.
okay. But like
Bandcamp
if
is
you
the
put
best.
on Bandcamp and then people but you can't put that people can buy the music on Bandcamp.
Yeah, can't buy it.
No,
Okay,
it just
okay.
you just give it away, right?
Yeah, for free, baby.
Okay.
Spread the love.
No.
Yeah.
But I thought like Bandcamp, people always needed to buy the music or something.
No,
like
they
that.
have. You can get free
Okay.
music on Bandcamp too. I think you just
Okay.
you just like pay for it with like $0. I think Bandcamp lets you do pay with donation as well. Like you can set your
Nice.
price.
Yeah, you can do free.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be dope if you could just like if someone wants a tape, then they could just do a donation to organization or something like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Very good. Another question, Harry. So, on your first record, you had like a ton of like really big features on it, and you don't really see that on this album. And I was wondering if that was a deliberate decision, and how you approach these type of collaborations.
Yeah,
Because-
it was like kind of a mix of the two. Mm-hmm. Like I had this Beyonce verse, and I just thought like it's not. I don't feel like it's right for this.
Bro, how can you say Beyonce verse is not
If I had
right?
a Beyonce verse, even if it was like the worst song, I would still put it out.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's
Bro,
sort of
that
like
was the biggest flex ever.
Yeah.
I got the Beyonce verse, but I don't feel like putting it.
Yeah, it was sort of on purpose to be like, what if I had like a chance to really like go off production wise, and that was sort of the idea, and to make it like dance music, to try to get away from just like the thing of like, oh, what features, you see someone has an album, they're like, oh, what features is it? And like, I did that with the first album and got some good ones. But with
Yeah.
this one, I thought, let's try to just make it production and like I said, build the world and etc.
Totally. I think at least I find with my audience, the come up as a producer is like you never had access to good features. So you had all this instrumental music and then you come up and you're like, shit, I can get people I want on my songs now. And so you get all these people that you couldn't get before. And a lot of times the audience is like, well, I liked you before you started putting people on your shit, you know? And I get that a
Yeah.
lot. Everyone's like, oh, I like
Damn.
instrumental stuff. Like, who are these people? Like, why are you putting them on your tracks, you know?
And
And,
also sometimes the feature, even if you love the artist so much, the feature isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
It doesn't
it's
fit all
them
the time.
doing a feature. You know what I mean?
yeah,
When you love them for them doing them, sometimes there can be a disconnect.
I feel that. It's a really interesting thing to navigate because you can see that with almost any producer. Like if they came up doing something instrumental or about them and they get big enough, they're gonna want to try to get those people they always wish they could have, you know?
Yeah. Right.
And then there could be the third phase where you realize, yeah, you just want to do you. And it seems like that's what you did on this because you flexed a lot. It's super, the tracks are super cool, really interesting. They're not following any kind of like regular dance music tropes. You know, it's not like like a typical like hardcore EDM like album in that it's following, I don't know what other like big EDM guys are doing. You're like, it's super interesting. And I think that's something that Lucky Me always pushes for. Like, it's going to be a little weird. Like, there's always like a little bit of weird, like good weird.
Yeah.
That makes it special.
Yeah. That's why I love them.
Yeah, just a little bit of the good weird. That being said, I want to play this song. So this track is Body, and it's one of yours. I feel like I said that word. I introduced that.
I should have chose
super
what I
weird.
did with Holly. I don't know what I was thinking, but this
Bro,
one is from the
don't worry.
first. This one's from the first album from 2016, and I think someone had just played it or something, or I don't know. I got reminded of it somehow, and I got a really nice like memory. Just it was really nice to like reflect back on that track. So that's why I put it in.
Yeah, 2016 Baauer. Let's hear this. See, anyone have questions? Oh, I was wondering, can you guys actually hear my cat purring before?
Yeah, I could.
You could, yeah. It's kind of weird because you don't see him, so it's like, where is the sound coming from? Is it me? But he's still like right here.
Oh no.
I can see his little head. It's so cute. Your cat. It's so cute.
Yeah.
You ever give him a little bit of chicken?
I mean, like, that's his weak spot is white meat chicken, not dark meat, not anything else, just white meat chicken. I'll use it to just like, it's like a high value treat, so I use it when I need him to do things really important, like if I need to put him into a kennel or something like that. Be like, look at
That's
this.
smart.
Come
I
here.
know for the stream.
He's like pretty chill though. He doesn't overeat, and he doesn't just eat random shit. Because I've seen cats before that just like break into their cat food and eat all of it and then vomit. That's a big cat thing, is to overeat. This guy's pretty chill. He just eats what he eats. He's not like eating my food or anything. Hey. Hey. He needs more dance moves. I can only do a couple things with his hands.
He's not that happy.
He's super docile. Nothing bothers him. falling asleep, to be honest.
So dope.
Harry, how do you think I know this is kind of a loaded, like esoteric question, but do you think you've grown a lot as a producer from this album to your most current one?
Yeah. I kind of think of it's like, it's not like getting better, it's just like different, you know what I'm saying? Like when I look back on that track, I think like, damn, like I wish I made stuff like that still. You know what I'm saying?
We still do.
No, thanks, man. But it's like, it's just changing, which is cool.
Yeah. Bro, but you see, like, you are playing this song from like 2016 and it still feels new, you know? So it's kind of like the thing I was saying about your new album. It's like, bro, you can like still play it when the pandemic is over. It's still going to be fresh. You know?
The fuck, yeah.
Holly should be hired as like people's like good vibe coach.
He's a vibes coach, he's a vibes man. And he wants the world to be, he wants to better the world too.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, but yeah, I really like this song.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I think like what we were saying, it's like we never really like get better as producers. We just kind of find ourselves better. I think that's kind of like what happens sometimes, you know. But at least I just feel about myself. Like it's like, oh, now I play better the piano. Like I make my drums sound better. No, it's just I don't know. I'm more open to certain things, and I think the key is always to express yourself in a better way. It's like, oh, I feel this, then I'm gonna express this.
That's a great way to put it. That's a great.
Yeah, and I think like the better you know how to do that, then the better producer you kind of become. You know, I was like watching this thing from Quincy Jones, and he was saying that one of his best gifts is always to put his emotion through the music. You know, and I think like a lot of people don't get to do that, and so yeah, I don't know if this makes sense, but that's just like how I think sometimes.
Yeah,
you know,
that's great.
Yeah,
and it's true.
It's I always consider it like an evolution. It's not like you're getting better or worse. It's just the next phase of you.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
This is me now. And I feel you too. Sometimes if I go back and listen to work I did maybe like a decade ago, I'm like, I can't make that anymore.
Right.
I physically cannot make it. And it's sad. It's actually sad. I'm not capable of making that kind of music. And you really have this appreciation of like what mental state and what skills you had, or even the lack of skills. I could have only made that song at that time, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's like, you know, too much to make it.
Right.
And yeah. It's like, it's
or you overthink too much. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
no, that song was too simple. Now I need to make like this crazy build up that then has this and that and that and that. And yeah.
And it's like, before I'd be like, what's a compression or something? You know, like, it's like these little things you're like, what's a this, you know? And now you're like, just, you become so much more meticulous about the things that you learn, especially like mixing things, tech oriented things. You're like, I got a modular synth. I want to put this on everything, you know, like that kind of vibe.
Yes.
Do you guys like still make? Sorry. Go. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. What do you?
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask like if you guys like still make music from like right now. If you still make music the same way as you did like those 10 years ago, or if it's kind of like the same way. Because sometimes the evolution it's very, I don't know. Because like, for example, me has always been just my laptop and just like Fruity Loops. And I've tried to get like a synth or a PC or something else, but it's always this way that makes me the most happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just
pretty much like on the laptop straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll get a freaking piano or something, but I do it once and then I'm just back to like going on the laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just easier that way. But I think it's still different. For me, I started on Fruity Loops too. And then now I'm on Ableton exclusively. Because at that time when I switched to a Mac, they didn't have Fruity Loops for the Mac. And then it just became easier when I was performing live to use Ableton. Because that was the DAW that I used to produce with. And then, I mean, like occasionally I like kind of got into the machine and stuff. But I just always go back to making music on the computer. Because when you travel, you can always take your music. Like all your sessions are with you, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always cool.
That's what I like the most about the laptop. It's just, yeah, like you can have a studio anywhere. Yeah.
This is true. Let's see. I mean, do you think that for you, it's really important to have Fruity Loops, for example? Because that's like your DAW of choice. Do you ever see yourself using anything else?
Yeah,
you don't have to.
Yeah. For me, it's just like it's like what I was saying. It's like having an emotion and what's the easiest way to express that emotion. And I think like since I started making beats on FL, then it's always been FL, you know. And I can do it. I can do that with probably with Ableton or something else. But I just really like FL, how simple it is, and how I don't know. It's just there's just something between me and FL that makes me want to be with FL. But I use Ableton, or I used to use Ableton for DJ sets, or sometimes like I don't know if there's like certain things. If I want to have a specific effect from Ableton, I just like send a stamp to Ableton and I do that and export back to FL. So I kind of use Ableton sometimes, but yeah, most of the time it's just FL. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can rewire them into each other too. You can like use.
Now you
rewires.
can do it. I think
Yeah.
I think you can do like FL into Ableton, but I don't know if you can do.
Oh
Ableton
yeah, that's
inside
right.
FL. Yeah, but I just like export the stamp, put on Ableton, do something, and then export again. Yeah,
Ooh.
but yeah, that helps sometimes.
Let's play this track that you picked, and I can't pronounce it. So it's by Antonio Variacoes.
Oh, Variações. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah, I said that so wrong.
yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing Portuguese singer from the 70s or the 80s. I think it was the 80s or the 70s. Okay, I'm not sure, but yeah, he's just that's just one of my favorite Portuguese records from all time. And yeah, especially I really like the melodies. So I thought it would be cool just to bring some Portuguese music here to the show. Yeah.
All right, let's play it. I don't know how to say the title of the song. Do you know how to say? Can you pronounce it for us?
Wait,
Cansao do and no, I don't want to do this.
Oh, Engate?
It's on the bottom of the screen. Do you see it? Is it that one?
One second. Yeah, Canção de Engate. Yeah. So that's
cool.
it means the dating song.
I don't even know how to access some of those letters on my keyboard.
Yeah, I got those on mine. Yeah.
Cancel.
All right. It's a nice
I just really like it. Yeah.
Estás livre, eu estou livre. É uma noite para passar. Porque não vamos unidos? Porque não vamos ficar na aventura dos seres?
This song goes.
Estás só e eu mais só estou. Tu tens o meu olhar, tens a minha mão aberta, à espera de se fechar nessa tua mão deserta.
I just love this section.
Let's talk through the song a little bit. Do you know what it's about?
Yeah, it's just a love song. Yeah, he's just let me see if I can find the lyrics online.
The song is pretty old, so this was released in 1984. You can kind of hear it in the synths.
Yeah.
Sounds fresh though.
Yeah, bro, I love it. Yeah. He's just one of my favorite artists from all time here in Portugal. Yeah. I'm trying to find the lyrics so I can translate it. Yeah, so basically he's saying, tu estás livre, eu estou livre, e há uma noite para passar. It's like, you are single and I'm single, and there's like a night to be together. Why we don't stay together? Why we don't stay together in the adventure of the feelings? You are alone. You are more than alone. You know, just stuff like that. It's just very poetry, I think. Yeah.
It sounds like someone's Tinder profile. Well, you're single and I'm single.
Yeah, but that's the meaning. But the way he's saying in Portuguese is very like romantic, you know. So it's not that cheesy. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, but
I'm sure it sounds better.
Amazing. Yeah, his music is just amazing, and yeah, he passed away really young, which is really sad. And but like they did a documentary about him probably 2 years ago in Portugal, just about his life, and yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Did he die early because of something weird that happened, or?
Yeah, it was HIV. Yeah, so
Oh.
he was like I don't want to talk because I'm not 100% sure, but he was like one of the first main people in Portugal to die from HIV, and that really made people be more aware, about certain things. Yeah, but yeah, but I think that's the beautiful thing about music. It's just like you just keep living forever. If what you do really touch people, So yeah, so it's kind of weird because I'm talking about him, but at the same time I still feel like he's alive. Yeah.
Yeah, your music is your legacy. If you create art, it'll
Yeah.
outlive you and your kids and everything
Yeah.
else. So it's a pretty profound thing, especially if you're someone who gets to make an impact. And I know, Harry, for you, obviously you had a track that made a huge impact, and I'm curious, like moving forward, like how you want to navigate through your career, because you got like put on like real strong at a point, and now it's like,
Bro, I just have a question. Like,
oh wait,
when did you start making beats, and then when did Aram Shake get released?
I was making beats for a little while, like 10 years.
yeah, you
Okay,
started
okay.
making beats. He started making beats when he was 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how,
So that's
how-
not that bad. Could be
Yeah.
worse if you were making beats for like 1 year, then you got like
Yeah,
a really big
no,
song,
no.
and you don't know how to handle it.
Yeah. Like how old were you, Holly?
When Aram Shake came out?
No. When you started making beats.
18, I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So-
I don't know. When I was 13, would I even call it making beats? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was like doing whatever I could with like Reason.
I think you can say start making
I downloaded
beats.
Reason when I was 14. I was like, I don't know how to use this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
Reason's a
uninstalled
good
it.
start. You uninstalled?
I was like, what's this? Because like the whole thing with Reason, it looks like racks, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of like plugs and dials and
And I was like,
knobs.
I'd press like a button, it would go to the back side. I'm like, I don't know how this works, and I don't know how the front side works. I was like, fuck this, and then I
Me
downloaded
too.
Fruity Loops,
When
and
I
that kind
flipped
of.
it, when it flipped it, I was like, oh shit, like this is like.
I never tried Reason. Yeah.
It's good. It's tough.
It has a good like their drum compressor has like a really cool sound. Like
Yeah.
Flylo used to use Reason exclusively in like
Oh, yeah?
the beginning era.
I could see that. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like thick, crunchy kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I don't
But yeah,
know
go.
anyone who
Yeah.
still uses Reason.
Yeah, answer your question. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
I was just curious
What-
about that.
yeah. Wait. What was the question then?
Now I got sidetracked by. I feel like like Holly could just be the host if I ever need to go on vacation.
you
I'm
can
just gonna
be
have Holly
Holly.
take over the program.
I think the question was like, how did you handle like after
or like
you
no
dropped the song?
yeah, I guess after, because I didn't want to like, it's like the song that shall not be named, but obviously the reference is the Harlem
And there
Shake.
you go. Yeah. Even
Yeah.
right.
It's like
Even that, it is like the thing that shall not be named. You know?
yeah.
It's
It's
also
like
So-
you're
a
in
weird
Harry
thing.
Potter.
Like it's a cool thing, but it's also bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a good and a bad. It's a blessing and a curse. You know.
Yeah, it's like I don't know a lot of people that had something like that. I don't know anyone that's had. Well,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
like all these TikTok songs, like that blow up. Like what's that?
Right. There's a
That
lot of-
Roses track or something. There's a few things
Yeah.
that get
Right.
that
Bro,
get really
probably-
big.
Probably Harlem Shake was the first TikTok song before TikTok.
Yeah, it's like that same idea. Hell yeah.
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 It's just weird when you start having like news broadcasters like doing shit. I was like, whoa, this is a
Yeah.
real cultural phenomenon. But I don't want to focus too much on that because I'm sure you've had, enough of like discussing. But just moving on forward from that, like, is that something is that moment a part of your career or something that you want to like move on forward from, or is it something that you appreciate still? Because sometimes people are like,
yeah, I've definitely learned over the years to appreciate it and make peace with it. And
Yeah.
it was a very like great thing to happen, Mm-hmm. And yeah, like we said with TikTok, basically people are trying to do that. That's what they want to do, That's like a lot of people's like entry into a music career,
let me make 13 seconds of a song and just make it fucking go like bang, like go off
Exactly.
right now. What's it? No, 15 seconds. 15 and 30. I forgot how TikTok works, but
Yeah.
or the TikTok. Just kidding.
But yeah, you know, I don't know. Right? It's a tricky thing to even. It's tricky. Oh, is that
Hmm?
your dad again, Holly?
Oh no, it's just my brother. He's
Oh.
going to Lisbon, so I was just saying goodbye. Yeah.
Oh, so
Mama,
Holly's
yeah.
brother is like a really famous like DJ.
Huh? Yeah. Sorry. Too many guests on the show.
Yeah.
Let's hear
But-
the Portuguese. I want to hear the real Portuguese.
Yeah, I was just saying like, he was just saying like, oh, está tudo bem, which means is everything okay? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so super cute. Your brother's also like was like a big scratch DJ or something, right? In
Yeah.
Portugal.
Yeah. Just in the whole world. Yeah, he's just an amazing producer as well, and yeah, he's just the best brother in the world, in the whole world. Yeah, so I'm really lucky.
Yeah. I heard your
Yeah.
parents are super cool. Lewis always says such nice things about your mom and stuff too.
Yeah, she's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really funny. Yeah, actually, she's going through a very weird time now because she's like kind of the boss. Like she's a teacher, but she's also like the boss of the school where she teaches at. And you know, with COVID, there's like some kids that test positive, and so
Oh.
now she needs like to shuts down some of the classes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been really tough for her, but
Damn.
yeah,
Damn. The
yeah.
loss of the school. Is that like the principal? Would that be a principal? I wonder.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know.
the principal.
It's kind of no, it's not that. So basically, it's like there's a group of schools, and she's like the main person of one of the schools, you know. So
Okay.
I don't know. She's just the boss.
Superintendent Chalmers. I mean, that's cool that you have such a supportive and cool family. Harry, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got 2 sisters and a brother. And my brother has joined me on Twitch a couple times.
Oh.
So we're becoming a
Oh, did
Twitch.
he? What did he do?
He came. Oh, I was.
What did your brother do
scoring
on Twitch?
His, scoring his film.
Sick. So do you have other creative family members?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have anyone that is. I guess my nephew plays marimbas. That's kind of cool, right?
That is cool.
That's
I
dope.
think it's
Should
pretty
sample
cool.
that.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That
like
could
post
be
it on my
very-
Instagram story. I have a video of him like playing some crazy shit. He's holding like 4
Oh,
of
the
these
double?
things. Yeah,
That's
like
so
he has like a
tight.
bunch and he's like playing it. And I'm like, that's pretty sick.
That can be very useful in the future for.
Yeah, marimba's cool. I mean, everyone's just using digital marimbas because like an actual marimba is like this big.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
look cool.
They look super cool because they're just
look so
wood,
cool.
like a wood mallet instrument. It's so
I want
tight.
one for like just to have. You know, I don't even play it. Just to,
Just to flex, right? Just
Just
like
to
I got a
flex.
marimba. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dog, this shit looks expensive. Like, what is this
Like,
thing?
Actually, I have some really weird music instruments here. Well, actually, let me just get because like my aunt, like she used to travel to like Africa and she used to bring like really crazy stuff. Yeah, give me just a second. Let me just like get these.
hey, let's
wait.
go. We can
All
get
right.
some new sounds here.
This
We
time-
could, we could
time-
sample some new stuff here.
I know. It's going like, I wonder what it is.
That already looks cool.
Yeah, it's like I got like this one. It's like a guitar. Can you see it?
Oh, whoa. yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I feel like I've
so,
seen
like,
that in like a contact library.
Yeah, so like you got the strings and stuff. It's like really. I don't know. Can you hear?
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I think it's like one of those instruments that just look really good to have on the wall, you know. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, and then I have like this other one. This one looks really weird. See it?
Wow.
You can do like
Oh!
I see that
percussion
guy
thing.
dancing.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like you got
that's
one
tight.
here.
Can we zoom in on that? What is that? I don't know what I'm looking
I
at.
think
Are
it's
those
just
little
like
people?
a percussion thing. Yeah.
Oh,
So
the people.
yeah, there are people. Like this one
Wild.
should be like the main character, and then you got this thing that you do like this.
I like that. sound.
Where's that
That's some
from? Where's
percussion.
that from? That's from.
This
that
is
looks like
Portuguese.
Asian- Oh,
I-
Portuguese?
Think so. Yeah, this might be from Madeira or something like.
Oh, that's where my dad's from.
Wild.
A Portuguese island, yeah. But,
If you ever perform live, just like bring that on stage and just like have it go off. I've
that'd be
never
really
seen
cool.
that before. It looks like halfway between like a toy and an instrument or something.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
sick. Okay, so I want to play the last song that Harry picked. So it's Delete by Ape Drums featuring Beam. This song is, I had to like lower the volume. I was like, this song really goes off. Have Thursday. Thursday's the new Friday. It's a good one to set people's weekends off.
Fuck up my money, get delete. Pressure me, I pressure them, me put on the heat. All of the demon, them roll out 60. You are run for your money, run for your party. Run, get your gal, come get your gal. Run, get your gal, she a take ID. No paper banks, king, color, khaki. Jesus, please, the diamond, you sneezy. Tell you sugar, no, say me loco. Tell you sugar, no, say me solo. Nobody have to know, she said, come on. Up with the back down, give me yo-yo. We not take chat. I that you can't take bank. Me no response to that.
Yeah, that's fire.
No gun but the partition. Y'all must come feed dance. The bounce game. The bounce game. The bounce game.
Is this new?
Yeah.
The bounce game.
Just came out. October.
Is that a gold fork?
Super, super with no taper. I am not Batman. I am not a savior. And the only thing me save are the money maker. Bank
It's covered in sticky rice.
paper waiter. Everything me wear to me tongue charger. Family fi eat, no yummy if it pass. Take care of mommy cause she working at the yard. Take care of daddy cause they work out abroad. When the things get dark, things get complex. Pick a man, girl, just feel
Oh.
so face. Yet still she a double cock, giving code.
The kick on reverse is so nice.
With the bag, just still with. When me come out, she give me nana. With the lana, da 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 da. In a party, pass I love that. And the dan da ba dan fire shot bar. The bounce game. The bounce game. The bounce game. The bounce game. Running, 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 running,
Woo!
Really nice.
Heat. I'm trying to remember like who you see. There's like another track where they do that like reverse kick thing. Is it like a Neptune song?
Yeah.
You remember? Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
what is
about?
I don't know.
I know what you mean, I think. Shout out
I'm
in
too
the
young
chat.
for that
Oh,
stuff.
maybe like the clips or something like
It's gotta
that.
be the clips.
Yeah,
the chat
clips.
Is gonna be, the chat is gonna be pissed about this.
The clips. But yeah, that song's amazing. So it just came out this month. And
Just came out.
how did you find this track?
I just came across it because Ape Drums he's been a favorite of mine for a while. Mm-hmm. He's so sick, and this one is just like, I love the simplicity. It's like just beautifully executed.
Yeah.
Simple, but like so good, and just makes you move right away. And I love the way he keeps flipping it, like we were talking about the reverse. Mm-hmm. He just keeps like with this same rhythm, but just keeps switching it up, and it's really, I love it.
Yeah, that song is I hear a tune, I'm always like, wow, this would probably do really well if, you're just DJing it at a club. All the music FOMO, you're like, well, I wish I could play this one.
Yeah, this would be good.
Yeah.
Just like compiling them all into a playlist, and then I bet you like when things come back though, everyone's gonna have like the most heat playlist to go out and perform and DJ and all these things because they're just saving it all for that moment that they can go back out. So this is basically the end of our show. I want to say thank you to the both of you so much, Harry, Baauer, Holly, Miguel.
Thank you.
It was so much. It was so much fun. I liked all the family cameos and Holly Square.
Shout out Holly's dad.
I know. Shout out Holly's dad. Turn up,
Yeah, he's too
Thank you
funny.
guys. Thank you both so much. Actually, so Baauer, what time is when's your Twitch show on?
I do it most weekdays at like around 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Most weekdays.
You've been
Most
doing every
weekdays.
day?
Yeah, every day. Dude, Holly, come on. And TOKi. would love to have you on sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, we do a little swap.
Let's do a swap.
Little Twitch swap. I'm down. I got it.
Yeah, check it out.
I'm excited. Holly, do you have anything new coming out at any point? I mean, I guess you have this mixtape, so
Yeah, the mixtape is kind of like the new project, and yeah, now
you always
I
have
don't know.
music coming
Damn, it kind of feels bad to say that I don't have anything new, but yeah, I really don't. Yeah, I don't know. Like at the moment, I'm just like making music, and I really feel good because there's no projects to get done at the moment. There's like nothing to get done, so I think that just really puts me in a cool place just to take my time with stuff and just find new sounds and new ideas, and don't get in the rush of anything. So I think that's just where I'm at right now. Yeah, I don't have a Twitch at all, but I'm kind of like thinking what could be like a cool thing to do on Twitch, but.
just make
Yeah.
100 songs a day and let everyone watch you.
That'll be fun. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about it. But yeah, I'm just here in my attic making beats, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so make sure to check out Holly's new mixtape, Dark Skies and Holy Grail. Thank you guys so much. Next week we have Shlomo and Ground is Lava. So make sure to
Nice.
tune in next Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Twitch. Thank you all so much. And I have to make sure my cat doesn't pee inside this room. So bye.
Peace.